The Republican Party of Wisconsin has filed a complaint now against the Green Bay City Clerk, Celestine Jeffries.
That complaint filed with the Wisconsin Elections Commission after Jeffries announced last week that some voters received duplicate absentee ballots.
And so we had terrible weather right when we were sending the ballots out. We got a lot of people to help us get the ballots out on time because we were closed on the 16th. And so labels got printed twice.
Jeffrey says 152 voters were impacted. They were each sent a letter telling them to only fill out one ballot and destroy the second one. Anyone with questions about what to do should contact the city clerk's office. But the Wisconsin GOP shared this statement. It reads in part, quote, "This reckless failure by the Green Bay clerk has created serious risks of double voting and fraud. The Elections Commission must immediately investigate and order a concrete plan to secure Tuesday's election," end quote.